Is it possible for Arsenal to sign these two wingers, Rodrygo and Lookman? Gunners, we're going to get into this breaking news right now that has only broke just recently from a very big journalist. But before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be keeping you up to date as much as I can with all things Arsenal, because this is going to be a very busy transfer window for the Arsenal. So make sure you're locked in. I also have a very important question to ask you towards the end of the video, and something major to reveal. So if you want to make sure you see what I have to ask and what I have to show you, make sure you stay to the end of the video. And if you don't, that's fine. You'll just miss out. But wait a second, people. Hold on a second. This not right. 99% now subscribe. Yo, this video now move to you subscribe. Me I go wait. You subscribe? We can't forward now. Now that this breaking news article comes from Florian Plettenberg, who recently broke that major news around the signing of Rodrygo. And he also said this today. I'm going to pull it on the screen for you right now. Arsenal are currently very active in the market, especially when it comes to wingers. Talks with agents and clubs are in full swing. Rodrygo remains highly rated. As you know, I brought that news to you already, that Arsenal have begun talks with Rodrygo. Ademola Lookman is also a topic. Due to his versatility, Andrea Berta is holding numerous talks, and that comes from Sky Sports journalist, Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg. Now, very quickly on Rodrygo, we know he's a fantastic player. We know well, is he surplus to requirements? With Xabi Alonso being announced next week as Real Madrid's new manager, because Carlo Ancelotti is leaving, will there be a future for Rodrygo? And potentially for him to play under Xabi Alonso, I don't know, but that uncertainty is still there around Rodrygo. Now, Ademola Lookman, this is a player that Arsenal can definitely bring in for probably even a less price than they would pay for Rodrygo, because they would have to pay around 80 million euros for Rodrygo, right? Now, I'm not saying Adam Lookman is any worse player, because he's probably much more versatile than a Rodrygo. Lookman can play on the left, favorite side. He can also play on the right, and he can also play just off the striker. Maybe not in the 10, but maybe as a second striker as well. He's a very nippy player. People, if I'm lying, I'm dying. But I feel like even if Arsenal was to sign both these players for the left wing, does that mean someone has to go, whether it's a Martinelli or a Trossard? Because if you're going to sign, how many wingers would Arteta want to sign? A couple, a few. We need a few. You might right and left. But like you said, Lookman is versatile. He can play on both wings as well. Absolutely. Now, Gunners, would you be happy about seeing Ademola Lookman come in to Arsenal? I think I've already spoken enough about Rodrygo, and we're going to talk about Rodrygo more and more as this transfer window goes on. But Lookman, this is the first time we're being linked to Lookman that I've seen as well. I'd be more than happy to have Lookman. He's good in tight spaces. He's got a right foot on him. He can finish with his left as well. And like you said, he can play all across that front three, which is going to be key. Obviously, we need versatility. We do need some players that are versatile, that can play in different positions, because if any injuries happen, major injuries happen next season, we're going to need some versatile players. But obviously, we want that main killer, that main starter that's going to be starting on that left wing, tearing it up, along with our new and shiny, very, very shiny striker. Now, that's all I got for you today. That's all I got for you today, because it's not very hot. We know where we are on the winger front. We know where we are on the striker front. It's a tug of war. And this comes to the important question that I wanted to ask you lot. Who do you lot want? And I want you to let me know in the comments after this video who you want. Gyökeres or Sesko? Who do you want? Because it seems that Berta, Arteta, Arsenal, it seems that they can't decide on the striker they want. I believe that a certain striker has already been dealt with, and this, that, and the other signed. That's what I believe. But who do you want? Gyökeres or Sesko? Who makes that impact now to take Arsenal to the top, to win the league, Premier League, Champions League, all the cups that they can win? Who makes that instant change? Sesko or Gyökeres? Let me know in the comments below. Now, I've already been on record as to saying that this deal is already done. I believe Gyökeres to Arsenal is already done, but they're just pushing out news to be like, could be this way, could be that way, keep other clubs guessing and this, that, and the other. So I'm going to stick a fork in me now and say I am done. I'm putting my flag down. I'm putting my foot down on Sesko. Not Sesko, Gyökeres. So if Gyökeres doesn't sign for Arsenal, because that's what I believe is going to happen, and I'm bringing that news to you, that I believe the agreement's already done with Gyökeres. If this agreement isn't done, and I've lied to you, for this, I will shoot myself. I'll get someone to shoot me with a paintball gun. I promise you I will do that, because I don't like saying things that I don't believe, and then I push it out there, and then next thing you know, it doesn't happen. So I believe that Gyökeres is coming into Arsenal. Who do you want to come into Arsenal? Gyökeres or Sesko? Out of these wingers, who do you want to come into Arsenal? Rodrygo or Lookman? People, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as I said, I'm going to keep updating you as much as I can every day with all the transfer news coming out of Arsenal, because it's going to be a crazy, crazy summer, where it needs to be, because I want that Premier League next season. We're going to get into that another time. Love and guidance, people. Peace.